Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a big show lined up, a special guest, and we're getting the week started off good on Panhandle Outdoors. Our weather brought to us by Drew Pollard, hard-working crew at Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Looking at a high today of 86. That's a pretty low high that we've had in a while. Low's going to be down to 70, and water temperature is right at 87 degrees. So both have gone down just a little bit, which is a good sign. On Monday, we'll do our moon phase, and we just had our new moon last Friday night. So we're just starting to wax up, and about a week and a half, we'll be having full moon. So we're on a waxing moon, and that's going to be good for the weekend, the coming weekend. Looking at our tide chart, brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at a low tide this morning at 8:35, a high tide at 12:02, right after midnight. Now our Monday moon phase brought to us, of course, by Panama City, Coca-Cola. Our wind direction will be east, southeast at about 8. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back with our special guest. Okay, welcome back, and welcome to a familiar face here on Panhandle Outdoors. Been with us before, actually done a show by himself before. Jerry Forehand.
Well, it's good to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
Great to have you back. I like to get these outdoorsmen, once a week. Last week we had Steve Shea on, the Florida Panhandle outdoorsman who do a lot of stuff. And man, Jerry, he does a lot of outdoor stuff. Has been for a long time. Born and raised here.
That's correct.
And you've been doing.
I'm a native.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of stuff.
I have, and I'm trying to retire. So I told my wife when I retire, she's not going to want me at the house all the time, so I get to fish more.
Well, he has a plethora of pictures. I mean, we're going to do them off his phone. We think we got it hooked up right, and we got so much to talk about. Some cool pictures. We figured out it's almost been a year since you've been on this.
Yeah, I did one show by myself.
Yeah, and we had you on before, so. I like I say, love having our local outdoorsmen on. So here we go. Let's start with some of these pictures. What you've been doing this past year?
Well, that's just a Sandhill Ponds bass, and I've started going there just because the river's up and down and has been. So these are fish that I've caught in the last probably month.
Okay.
And that's might be the same big fish, but about a 6-pounder, probably 5 or 6 pounder.
Got him here. I got him on your. I like your cleaning table there.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I've been. That's my grandson. His birthday was September 2nd, and I took him fishing.
All right.
In a special little creek, and he got to catch his first 5-pounder.
All right.
That was a thrill for him. Said it's the best one he's ever had. He's 13. Was catching a few crabs the other night, and that turtle just popped up there right beside the boat, and we got a good picture of him. I don't know what kind he is. He's about the size of a dinner plate.
Just so you other
yeah, right there in Tennessee.
Crab. How about that?
That's a swallow that landed on my boat 18 miles offshore of Apalachicola.
Oh,
over there near the tower.
He needed some rest, didn't he?
Yeah, and they'll stay with you for a long time, and he rode there 30 minutes probably. Once in a while it'd bump too much and he'd move.
Oh, cool.
And I don't have a perfect picture of the pink flamingo.
Okay.
But that's an on-hanger or something.
Yes.
And most people haven't ever seen one of them either.
They're good with their fishing skills.
They're the best fishermen out there. They really are.
Wow, so we got a little video here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, that's where I was casting on a creek. And that owl just followed me around. He was wanting my topwater bait, but I never let him get it. But that was pretty neat to have him come. And I was able to video him simply because he'd do it every time I cast.
That's funny.
And that's one of our fish that we catch offshore once in a while, not wanting to, a lionfish.
The lionfish.
For those that haven't seen them, handle with care, but we did eat that one, and
it's good, aren't
it? It's good, yeah. I get so many kinds of good fish though till he's just in the boat with the scamp.
Was it hard to clean?
I was careful.
I bet.
They tell you to go ahead and cut all the spikes off.
Okay.
And then fillet him, but
Another bird.
Well, there's one, another rider, and here's one that we caught right there at the tower that
Oh,
one
my
day.
goodness.
And that probably weighed 200 pounds.
Wow.
We safely released it, of course, and the hook wasn't even buried to the barb. It was just stuck there, but it was like catching a log. And you can see it's a repeat on it, but
Look at there, building that osprey nest.
yeah, building the nest. That was at Tyndall.
At Tyndall.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. All right, what we got here?
Well, it's the tax man. You can see that we've got a hook in. In fact, you can see my lead right there in the middle of him.
You
That's
sure
probably.
can. Look at there.
Yeah, probably he didn't bite a fish. He bit that bait, and that fish, you may not look it there, but he's 8 foot long at least. And that's a different one right there. That's another one. That one we thought probably was closer to 10 feet.
Oh my goodness.
And
what's great, Jerry does all this outdoor stuff.
Yeah, and
they hear what happened.
yeah, and I guess if I had anything to say about sharks is there's none of them endangered that I know of.
There are a lot of them out there.
There are so many till you cannot go without that happening.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so rare. Once in a while I'll get a trip in and I don't lose one.
Do you stay out there? You just pull up and go somewhere else? Or?
After the second one, you got to leave.
Yeah.
You're thinking, well, maybe that satisfied him.
Yeah.
But if you're not moving at least a quarter mile, he'd just be right there with you, waiting,
Good.
just like them porpoises. They porpoise behind you,
Yeah.
Don't have a video on one, but my daughter was fishing with me offshore in about 200 feet of water, and I lost a bait to a porpoise. She got one on a fish, and then all of a sudden it started screaming, and she had hooked the porpoise, and it jumped 25 times.
Oh, man.
And just did more cartwheels than you could ever believe. And I mean, he was jumping at 30 yards side the boat, and the last time he jumped, he looked like he was a 1/4 inch long.
Oh my goodness, just kept on going.
He just kept jumping, flipping, and just
Fool the line.
because I had a big lead that was getting away. He broke off. After he broke off, he still jumped because the lead was beating on him.
Oh yeah.
And the last thing my buddy said was, well, he's probably in Pensacola by now.
All right, before I close, look at this picture right here. Let's see if we got this one right here. Check this one out. What is this?
Well,
I've never seen this.
Most people haven't. That's my curiosity picture at the house, a split-tailed lizard. I've got tons of them. This kind we never had before, even with just a single tail.
Look at that.
I don't know where they got imported in from, but those are 3 pictures I took at my front door.
Are these 3 different ones?
No, that's the same one. I just wanted to make sure you could see the split tail. And
look at that.
One of my buddies told me, he said, well, probably he was injured, and the other piece didn't fall off. But whatever, I still had never seen another one.
I've never seen that.
So if y'all have, contact me and let me know if you got one.
There's a picture of a split-tailed lizard. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with Jerry. Okay, welcome back. Jerry Forehand, big outdoorsman from way back in the day, and still I get pictures from him. He's a very active outdoorsman and just goes all the time.
Well, that's life when you retire. I'm supposed to be saying.
He invites me a lot. I go with him sometime. I just can't go all the time, but I sure enjoy when we do get to go. One of the things, you were taking your grandson this past hunting season. You had a good trip there.
I did. His sister lives in Vernon, and she had invited him to come hunt in her stand on their property.
Oh, cool.
And so, I was able to take him.
Okay.
And the family was here, so we went out Christmas, and he was able to harvest.
All right, here we go. I just got the blood on the cheek right there. That's the first buck.
That's it.
All right.
He shot that one freehand now from the stand. I don't have no brace for him to hold. He shot enough with me that he knows how to hold a gun and shoot.
Good.
So he's an accurate shot. Now, that's his father, Brian. And
I wish they have those ear things on. I wish I'd have done that at that age.
Yeah.
We just didn't know.
No, that's good.
All right.
There's his sister.
Oh, cool. And they live up in Vernon.
They live in Vernon, yeah.
Good deal.
And she's just had my great-grandson.
All right.
So I'm a great grandpa now.
Congratulations. So,
And I did a skull mount for him on it. He loves it. I did the bottom jaw for him too, which most people don't. And it takes about 3 or 4 days to do something like that for it to dry.
people don't realize how time consuming that is.
Yeah, and I tanned his hide too, so I did the old way of salting it down. And
Look at the salt on it. How long does that take you?
well, it's got to totally dry. I'm learning some different methods from YouTube, and there's you can see the finished product on one of them.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can go
Let's
back
see.
to that one.
Go back to the same one we were on?
Yes.
I thought that was all. Okay, right here.
Yeah.
We got it right here. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's it. It wasn't a huge deer, probably 120 pounds, 125 pounds. They were glad to get it out because they thought it was the second year buck, and he was already chasing the does.
Huh.
So they was glad it was gone.
So they got a place up there?
Yeah, they got 40 acres,
Oh, that's
Curry property,
Yep. That's
and
perfect.
she married a Curry. So
Okay.
Jordan,
Good
it's your property, and thank you for letting him hunt.
One thing is, I know over the years I've seen your pictures and all, you just have a deep appreciation of God's beauty in the outdoors. And
I do.
You always send sunsets, sunrises, and because you're out there a lot.
I'm out there. I tell my guys if we're going, I like to see it come up and I like to see it go down.
Yep.
If you're gonna spend the money to go 50 miles and out, 50 miles to fish, and then another 50 to get in the water. Yeah, that's 100 miles. Let's make it a day.
So you have some great. We got a little album of sunrises and sunsets. So here we go right here.
Well, that's at Mexico Beach right there at the boat landing,
At the boat landing.
daylight.
How about that? Okay.
That's just one going down somewhere. It's probably Indian Pass.
Indian Pass.
Maybe Mexico Beach.
All right.
All right, that's Crooked Island right there.
Okay, that's
my
pretty.
niece and my wife
Oh,
watching the sundown.
that's cool.
And that's probably either that trip or another one, just different coloring of it. And
Yeah, beautiful. Look at
another, just some unique cloud cover. And
that. That's the thing about sunset, looking at the clouds and
yeah,
all.
and that's Tyndall right there.
We still got some trees out there.
Yeah, yeah. That's another boat launch right there.
That
I'm
was
not
like-
positive right
yeah.
where that one is.
That's cool.
That's over the rail here in Parker.
And Parker, okay.
Yep, that's the rail right there. And that's out offshore. I like the split look on the sun there.
Oh, that's cool right there.
Yeah. That's off of City Marina. I'm
See,
pretty
okay,
sure.
City Marina.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Yeah, I think that's got to be Crooked Island. And that's in the bay, right? No, that
There's a
right
boat
there.
ramp there.
That boat ramp is Indian Pass.
Indian Pass boat ramp.
Yep,
All right, so
Yeah.
that's St. Vincent Island off to your right.
that's correct.
Yep.
And that's just running in from probably the same Indian Pass.
How many rods you taking with you?
Well, I carry 7 rods myself because I
Seven,
like to
1, 2,
have
3.
3 for trolling,
Okay,
and I carry extras for other guys. So,
that's cool.
and all my guys now have nice rods, whether I bought them for them or they did some work with me, and they wouldn't take no pay. But now that's one out of Panama City. That's a sailboat there.
That's cool.
I think they're neat. That's
You got a bunch of them.
I do. Of course, that's
Oh, get on the river, aren't you? Or is that what?
no, that's Tyndall.
10, okay.
That's Tyndall. But that's Apalachicola right there at daylight.
A working
I thought-
crew.
Working. They were coming in.
Uh,
That's in the bay still, and that's the same sunrise. I just thought that was neat. You can see the bridge to the
oh,
left
yeah.
of it. See?
That's a cool picture.
Yeah.
Look at the bridge.
Yeah. St. George Island.
Yep.
And
All right. You had a good collection of them. It's just a special feeling. We've talked about it before. Being out there in nature, you could be in a deer stand or out in a boat or somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You just have this closeness to nature and closeness to God. I've always
That's
felt
right.
strong about that.
That's a peace that
Yeah.
nothing bothering you.
I know.
You just out there. My wife will say, "Why are you going by yourself today?" I said, "I need the peace and quiet of just being me and the Lord out there, talking and enjoying life."
I've told Gail before, I said, I wish I could just put that in a can or a big bottle and bring it home and pass it out to different people, let them open it up and enjoy it.
That would really help a lot of people that are discouraged.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things in life we cannot change.
Yeah.
But put it in the Lord's hands and let Him take care of it the way He wants to take care of it.
That's right. And we're talking about being here in the Florida Panhandle.
Yes.
You just showing all the things we can do. You got hunting pictures, you got fishing pictures.
That's right. This is about as close to heaven I think I'm probably going to get until I get there.
Yeah.
You fresh and saltwater fishing and any kind of fish, literally.
I've always joked about John Denver song, West Virginia, Almost Heaven. He should have sang Florida Panhandle, Almost Heaven. I've tried to get my kids to put that in the song.
They could. They could.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We're outdoorsman Jerry Forehand. Glad to always have him come on. We're looking at fishing game time today from Blue Water Outriggers. How about 152 to 352 this morning? This afternoon, 2:14 to 4:14. Now, I got this text from Jared the other day, and he said, he just sent me the pictures. He said, threw cast nets on Indian Pass Beach yesterday. We caught 15 pounds of white shrimp in the surf. You can actually see them flopping and everything. So you and Carolyn and David and his wife Carolyn, and y'all didn't send the picture, but you told me.
Well, it was raining, and when you're throwing a cast net in that mud, you are really ugly looking because you got mud all over you.
Yeah.
But we had went to the point and was throwing cast nets because a friend had called me and said, Mike said, my buddy caught them down there cast netting. So I'd never done it right there on that stretch before. So we got in the truck early and headed down there and started looking for them. And we went to the point, didn't find any, came back and I said, well, let's just random throw once in a while and just see if we can find some. Well, might have been even the first place we stopped, about a quarter mile, half mile from the point. I stepped out, got to the water's edge, and you could see shrimp popping on top. And so I said, let's try it. So we ended up catching them right there, and we'd move down the beach a little bit because they're swimming. And we would go down the beach and throw. You don't throw the same as you move a cast net down and you just work your way down. And we were averaging about 10 shrimp a throw.
Yeah.
Which is not a bunch, but
it keeps adding up.
It adds up, and I had one throw that was 55 shrimp. Not bad for a cast net, an 8-foot cast net.
Okay.
And so I was going to buy me a new mullet net the other day. I got in the store and I thought, mullet's that easy to get, or like I just bought me another lighter minnow net in essence for catching shrimp. But we caught them, and boy, they're really tasty when they're fresh.
Oh, I bet.
Now these were only mediums.
Yeah.
But in the next month they'll really start growing because the white shrimp's a fast grower at the tail end of his life. And I was there the other night at the landing, and shrimp was just everywhere on top of the water.
Which, I mean, that goes to show you too, the big redfish and big trout going to be close by too.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of stuff slurping.
Yeah.
You know, but,
slurping is a good word because that's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like. But
that's cool. How about your crabs? You doing any crabbing?
We started the year really good. I caught 7 dozen the first time I went.
Whoa!
7 dozen. But it tailed off and you couldn't hardly find one. And I don't know if it's water temperature or what, but the last time we went, I took Carolyn, we stayed for an hour and a half, something like that, and we had 12.
Okay.
And we were just looking for something to eat. We didn't, last year we put up 30 pounds of crab meat.
Wow.
That's a lot of crab meat. That's a lot of picking, and I boil them first, so they're ready and talk about something good on top of fish.
Oh man, I've been over there and we've eaten over there, and it's some really good. He's a really good cook. He's had a lot of practice.
Seafood is our specialty, because my wife loves seafood.
Yeah.
Every kind. So She's not a mullet fan, but other than that, scamp, grouper, snapper, brim.
I know, you like it all.
Yeah.
How about your fish camp, everything going in freshwater? You doing much there?
I don't even know why I own a fish camp right now. And I'm not the exception. A lot of, well, it was so muddy and everything earlier in the year. Now I've got, towards the end of the year, I will use it some, I believe, squirrel hunting. Because I love to squirrel hunt the river.
Okay.
And I don't know, just something about those. And my grandson loves to eat them, so
Yeah.
I clean them, put them up. He takes them home.
I love that. Where do they live?
They live in Melbourne.
Probably not a lot of kids in Melbourne eating squirrels, are they?
No,
They need to buy some of his friends over.
Yeah, he's my little redneck.
That's good.
And did it intentionally so he'll be able to function on his own in the woods.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I know we've been talking about this also. Every weekend you've been going red snapper fishing.
Yeah.
Isn't that great to have these fall weekends?
Thank you, Governor.
Man.
Thank you, Governor. Now, if you'll just let us get rid of some of these sharks, because they're hurting our fish population.
There's something.
And nothing else is hurting them near as much as a shark. And
we're talking about red snapper trip. You know, you leave, like you say, you leave before daylight, or leave around daylight, and
That's right.
get back a lot of time around dark.
that's right.
You put in a full day.
I put in a full day, and my guys might want to take a break, but they know that the next bite may be the one that you're looking for. You know, so you keep a bait in the water pretty good.
How far out you been going?
My big fish I found the other day was 25 miles
Okay.
out, but I fish typically 40 to 45 miles out, and I got a 25-foot pursuit.
25 footer going out there.
Single
for you.
engine,
Yeah.
good radio.
You've had off and on some bad weather. Or maybe
Oh, we have, yeah. The last time I went, caught them big fish. We had to troll out. It was, and of course we were catching bonita and for bait, you know. So we just enjoy life out there.
That's awesome. All right, we got to wrap it up, Jerry. As always, appreciate you coming on.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Okay, we're going to get with them on the weekend this fall, hopefully.
There you go. I'm ready to take you, see if we can catch you a big fish.
That's right. And this is what we're talking about here in the Panhandle. I love having, on a regular basis, some of our outdoorsmen who participate on a regular basis and just have this passion for the outdoors like we do. So if some of y'all maybe want to share some stories and pictures, y'all just get in touch with me and we can work that out. I'll wrap it up for today. We've got a big week planned, all kinds of things going on. So y'all, the weather should be, it's going to be nice this week. But y'all do something good today. If you're a fellow man, you have a great day and God bless.
Amen. God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.